On this episode of American Travelers, we take a tour of the Parker Ranch and check out the farmers market at the Caneula Heritage Center. Then visit the colorful island of Kauai. Next, we take you to Waikiki Beach and a trip to the beautiful island of Maui.
Traveling on a budget can be a challenge.
If we could do it,
Anyone can do it.
we made it. Welcome to American Travelers.
I'm Carrie.
I'm Dave.
We travel the world looking for fun and new adventures.
Making friends along the way.
We are the cast and the crew and do all the filming ourselves, just the two of us.
Sometimes it's a real challenge, but we love it.
We've got a bunch of great stops to show you. Our purpose is to show awesome destinations and share our new adventures,
We'll give some tips on how to budget your trip.
along with some history and culture of each destination.
So come join us on American Travelers. We're on the big island of Hawaii. The locals call it Hawaii.
And Hawaii means breath, water, and God. We're visiting Parker Ranch on the North Coast.
In 1847, John Parker, a seafaring young man from Massachusetts, along with his wife, the daughter of King Kamehameha, purchased the first 2 acres of the Parker Ranch for $10.
Welcome to Parker Ranch.
This beautiful main house is a Hawaiian Victorian structure built in 1862. In 1969, descendant Richard Smart raised the ceiling in this large room to hold his growing art collection.
See, the original ceilings were only 8 feet high, and then he had it extended up to 18 feet high. I always tell the kids when they come and visit that there's something hidden in plain sight. And they're like, what? What do you mean? And I said, there's something hidden in plain sight. And so basically, the vault is hidden here, right in plain sight.
We begin our tour with Nahula and stop to look at these stunning Koa-wood doors.
Nahula, I have to ask you your history.
Yes.
Yes. Now, with a name like Nahula, I know
Yes.
that you're probably Hawaiian.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about
So my name is Nahualani,
that?
and I am the first grandchild. My name means seed from heaven. So my grandmother gave me the name because I was her seed from heaven.
And were you born here?
I wasn't born here at the ranch. I was born in Kona, grew up there, but my grandfather and my great-grandfather both worked here at the ranch. In I think it was 1852, Hawaii had a whole act called the Great Mahele, and that is when they allowed foreigners to purchase land. Before that, foreigners were not allowed to purchase land. All land was owned by the king.
At one point, Parker Ranch was the largest ranch in the United States with over 55,000 cows. Special ships were designed to transport the cows to the mainland. Just imagine wrangling the herd to the beach, then into the water to be loaded on the ship. Now that's what I call a cowboy.
After 6 generations of Parkers, the ranch is now run by a trust that provides education and health care in the Waimea community.
When arriving at Parker Ranch, we noticed a cute bird called a plover.
Plovers have enough energy to make it only 3/4 of the way from Alaska to Hawaii, the migration. But because they fly in a group, they can take turns and drift, and that's how they make it from Alaska to Hawaii.
This house is called Manahale, which means House of the Spirit. It's located right next to the main house and fashioned after John's Cape Cod childhood memories. It was his first home on the ranch, and the interior was built with native Hawaiian koa hardwood.
Back in the day, I would have probably worn something like this. I'm not sure I could have filled it out. I think this is more my style.
We had a great time visiting Parker Ranch.
We're at the Pukalani Stables, once a horse breeding operation for Parker Ranch. Today, it's the Caneula Heritage Center. Welcome to the Caneula Hall of Fame.
Back in 1788, British Captain George Vancouver brought 5 cows to the Big Island, just 10 years after Captain Cook arrived.
John Parker, at 19 years of age, came in 1809 to find thousands of wild cattle roaming the island.
As time went on, Spanish-Mexican cowboys called vaqueros from California came to teach the local Paneolas how to rope and herd cattle.
The local cowboys had a tough time saying Espanol, hence the name Paneola.
Paneolo heritage runs deep, but there always seems to be a jokester in the crowd.
Next, we stop at the saddle shop and take a look at these handcrafted items that you can buy right here.
You could tell everything is made with great attention to detail. I could see a cowboy coming in and saying, "Make me a one-of-a-kind saddle, sir."
Heading on to the farmer's market, there's tons of fresh produce and local honey collected from hives all over the Big Island.
Aloha mai kako. My name is Ola, and this is my fiance Puna, and we started a business called Liquid Lit.
Tell us a little bit about this. I'm excited.
Yeah, so we do organic cold pressed juices. They're very nutritional.
We start out with Macnut Motivation,
Then Orange Oasis made with carrots.
Olina Osmosis with ginger,
Blue Bliss with coconut and pineapple.
Purple Passion with hibiscus.
And Coconut Conscious with coconut, honey, and leokoi.
The goal here is to bring healthy habits to the world, and it's just the two of us. We do all the juicing ourselves, all the bottling, all the labeling. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it because we started juicing a few years ago, trying to help our family with their health issues, and it really did help them.
Can you believe these treats are for dogs? And I guess it's Bananarama time on this table.
Since we have a way to cook at our bed and breakfast, we decide to pick up a few things.
The veggies look so fresh, and Carrie's always looking for that perfect gluten-free bread.
I found my gluten-free heaven. This woman is hooking me up.
We would definitely recommend coming to the farmer's market at Paneola Heritage Center in Waimea. On to our next adventure.
Coming up, we stop at Just Ooks in Kona, then visit the colorful island of Kauai. Our last stop is the beautiful island of Maui.
When possible, try to book your vacation when school is in session and not during school breaks. And to save some money, avoid holidays.
We're always asked, what's the best day to book a trip? It used to be on a Tuesday, but today, weekends have the best rate. Today we're in Old Town Kona, and in Hawaii, music is everything. So we're going to check out Just Ooks, or is it just Ukes?
It's Just Ooks. They say ukulele.
Hello. My name is Caneula. Welcome to Just Ukes.
Very nice to meet you. I'm Carrie from American Travelers TV.
Glad to have you.
So tell me a little bit about what you have here. I see so many ukuleles, and they look like they're made of all different types of wood.
We use mahogany, spruce. We also have koa, zebra.
Now I've heard the koa wood is really popular.
It's the most popular that we
Is
have.
it? And is it the sound that the ukulele has with the koa wood that makes it popular?
Yes, it's kind of like a mesquite type of wood. It's hardwood. Hardwood seems to hold sound a lot better.
What's your favorite?
Koa.
So price range, what are we looking at here?
Price range, well, we got our cheapest ukulele is at $84.95 here. We run all the way up to $1,700.
I hear that you can really play an ukulele.
I can hold my own.
Okay, we're going to get to hear you.
Well, what you see in front of you is one of our rarest ukuleles on the island. It's handmade, made out of koa wood. Very, very beautiful.
Wow, look at all these ooks, made from every type of wood you can imagine. I would say if you're into ooks, you've got to stop by and check these out. I really like the zebra wood and all the attention to detail on these ooks. I love the bright and colorful ones too. Who knows, maybe I'll get one. While we were here, a new customer came in to jam with Caneula. Back in the day, there was a show about some castaways lost on a small island. So on a prior trip to Kauai, this was a place we had to see.
Yeah, being baby boomers, we all watched Gilligan's Island, and the big question for the boys was, did you like Ginger or Mary Ann?
You better say Mary Ann.
I did. I got a Mary Ann. Here we are at Mahaloa Beach, and here's the famous lagoon you see on the show. Carrie helps pack the gear while I'm filming. And it looks like we have another helper too.
You know, we didn't see any signs of the skipper or Gilligan.
Next, we're traveling to Waimea Canyon for a hike to see the Na Pali coast.
They say this is the Grand Canyon of Hawaii. The hike takes you through the most beautiful scenery, and most of it is walking on top of mountain ridges. It's 11 miles one way, so bring some water.
If you're not into hiking, the Na Pali coast can be seen from a boat or a kayak. And for the ultimate view, helicopter tours are available. On this trip, we're looking for the perfect waterfall to take a photo for our Courage Revealed website. The photo is to have Carrie holding up her arms, which represents her accepting courage.
As you can see, there's not much water here at Secret Falls.
This is Waialua Falls. The opening scene for the 80s TV show Fantasy Island was filmed here. Looks like this was the right choice.
We love the sunsets here on Kauai. On to our next adventure.
Coming up, we visit Waikiki Beach and climb Diamond Head, then take you to the beautiful island of Maui.
We're getting lunch at Caneula Super J. It's authentic Hawaiian food.
My name is Jay. This is Ka'aloa Super J's. And we do Hawaiian authentic food.
Who's this?
That's my 3-year-old Lokilani.
Oh, Lokilani. How you doing, Lokilani?
You're on TV.
Oh!
We have pork or chicken lau lau. It's pork or chicken wrapped in taro leaf. And it looks like this. Pork, and then chicken. The outside is taro leaf, and then this is lomi salmon. There's basically tomatoes, but there's bits of salmon in there too. We're a big family, so it is a family affair. And there's John, my dad, John Jr., Janice, my mom, Julie's my oldest sister, and then John Jr. is the second, and I'm Jay. There's Gerald, Javon, and Jana Marie are twins. And then my kids are all J's too. So there's Jared, Jayla, and JL. And then there's a lot of other grandkids. They're all J's. That's why we call it Super J's.
It's a good idea to back up your passport information with an online backup service. Websites like iDrive, CrashPlan, and SOS are recommended by PC Magazine.
And always put your name and phone number inside your luggage in case it gets lost.
Carrie, do you remember that time we went to Waikiki Beach?
I loved Honolulu, and that hike to Diamond Head was fantastic. We're staying right in the heart of Waikiki Beach, and what a beautiful view from our balcony.
This is a short stay, so we're getting out early and hiking over to Diamond Head Volcano.
The hike up the volcano starts gradual. The path winds up the hills, so it makes it a lot easier to climb. As you can see, this is a popular hike on the island.
We reach the top and wow, what a view! We're 760 feet above the sea, and the Diamond Head crater is 3,500 feet in diameter and sits on 350 acres.
What's pretty amazing is we're about the same altitude as that Coast Guard plane.
If you're in good shape, you could make it to the top in 30 minutes if you don't stop and look around.
I packed it all the way up here.
You packed it all the way up here. Yeah, so now it's less to carry on the way down. So what did we get?
Ham and cheese. I'm going to rip it away.
Okay, all right. There she goes.
On the way back down, the zigzag thing really doesn't happen. The stairs are steep and straight down before it turns into a path.
We greet some hikers on the way up. You guys having fun? Oh, shut up.
This garden that you're filming is called Queen Kapiolani's garden.
Now we're about ready to see some of the most beautiful flowers anywhere in the world.
On the way back, we stopped to see some banyan trees. Banyan trees are spread out all over Honolulu.
It looks like it's sort of like a tree that grows upside down.
Yeah, and what about these roots? What happens with the roots?
These come off these limbs.
And they're trying to find water.
They're trying to find water.
down here.
Right. So, and you can swing on them. They're strong, really strong.
Yeah.
So that's it for the banyan tree.
It's called the banyan dance.
Yeah. I never heard of that. But...
Me either.
Our next stop is to check out the art scene downtown Waikiki. We noticed some cool caricatures of actors and celebrities. The artist is currently working on one for a visitor right now.
We move on down the street to find another artist who is working on a sketch. He was so focused with his work and did a great job drawing the details of her face. We were so impressed with his work that we decided to have one made of us. On to our next adventure. Coming up, we visit the beautiful island of Maui. It's a good idea to get travel insurance, so look for a company that will reimburse you later if you have to pay cash or credit for services on the spot.
How about that time we went to Maui? That black sand beach was so beautiful.
We're staying at the Maui Villas in Kahanapali on the west side of the island. We love the beach and beautiful landscaping here.
This is a family trip with my parents and sister, along with our brother-in-law, Dave.
Today we're driving the road to Hana. Our first stop is this gallery. We're seeing a lot of creative metal sculptures that have a little twist to the designs. I think this artist had the Caneula in mind for sure. Looks like the American Pickers might want this one.
These photo albums really look cool. The gallery has over 100 artists selling Hawaiian art here.
We continue our journey on the road to Hana. Did you know the road to Hana is one of the most breathtaking drives on Earth? Plan on making it an all-day event. We happen to see some surfers on the way.
The road to Hana is 64 miles one way, 617 curves, 54 one-lane bridges, so be patient and enjoy the views.
We're stopping for a true Hawaiian treat.
What's the deal here? Where's this hot banana bread?
Try some samples. This is coconut candy, macadamia nuts, dried mango, and banana bread.
Banana bread's in the back.
Oh, this one?
Look, it's a couple, what are they called, hyenas? Or
Big hyenas. Oh,
big hyenas?
Big
You're
hyenas.
going to shake those again? Turn around.
We have to have lessons.
Ooh, banana bread.
Here,
You
I
have
don't
to
like
go
it.
up in the church.
I don't
We
like
want
it.
to go for ice cream.
No, you have to see this. It's like the...
Yeah, you do. You can see some mongoose up there.
A mongoose?
And chickens.
Chickens, mongoose.
It's really cool.
Okay,
Weather going
dance.
door.
Dance.
Dance,
Get to talk about church.
Dance while you're
Just dance.
talking. Dance while you're talking.
Yeah, right. I think seeing a mongoose got us really excited about seeing the church. Carrie loves these old churches, so us guys abide by the house rules.
Glorious Filius Sanctus Omes.
Wow, Dave must have had a spiritual awakening.
Well, time for some ice cream. I guess us guys get our way after all. I think Uluwani must have had a thing about pink. This is one ice cream stand you can't miss. Really tasty and a great stop.
We finally make it to Waianapa Kanapa State Park. What an awesome beach. Just look at the contrast between the lava rocks and the crystal blue water.
Next, we're heading down to check out Black Sand Beach. The beach has all these tiny black pebbles, and it's fun to play with them. They feel good.
You can go clear to the water.
I realize this may be a little tricky to film, so here I go. Kind of reminds me of the time when I worked on America's Most Wanted, and I was crawling through an escape tunnel at Folsom Prison. This one seems to be a lot cleaner and no white spiders.
This is so beautiful.
Very nice out here. A lot of times on our trips, I record sound effects for our show, so this little audio recorder comes in very handy. Coming in, watch. There we go. Here it comes.
On the way back, we stop at the 7 sacred pools of Ohiho and watch the locals swim.
Ooh, that sounded like it hurt.
Whoa! Dave's on another sound effects quest. Let's hope he doesn't get too wet.
Back in Kahanapali, we take a break, and when talking to someone at the front desk, they tell us about a spiritual dive at Black Rock Beach. We walk over to the Sheraton to watch the event.
Legend tells us the last chief of Maui proved his spiritual strength by diving from Black Rock into the sea. In his honor, a diver does this every day at sunset.
If you have the budget, the Sheraton really looks like a nice place to stay. The grounds are well taken care of, and the Black Rock Beach is so beautiful.
We're getting up bright and early, and today we're taking a short drive to Lahaina. After a quick bite to eat, we're going whale watching.
We understand these whales migrate from Alaska. Maui is supposed to be one of the best places to see whales.
Humpback whales are protected by a 100-yard approach limit. We cannot get any closer than 100 yards. And when the whales come within 100 yards, we cannot actively maneuver the vessels. Now, this is a male coming over to say hello to us, I'm pretty sure. And there's a good chance that's a female doing those tail slaps.
Oh, wait. Dave, what do you think?
Kind of gets you in the breathing mode.
He said kind of gets you in breathing mode. Jeannie, what do you think of that?
It's really annoying with this camera.
What do you think of that? You like the breathing?
Just film the whales.
Well, I guess it's time to go back to shore. This was a great adventure, and I had never seen whales that close.
Time for a nightcap back at the resort. We would highly recommend coming to the magical island of Maui. On to our next adventure. We had an amazing time here on the Big Island.
And we're taking home the Aloha spirit.
Thanks for watching American Travelers. See, when you don't have a film crew, these are the kind of things you have to do, like a lot of hiking.